Hello, hello, hello. It's Sean from Thumbs Up Runners, giving you a race update from this past weekend where I ran the Los Angeles Marathon, hosted by Skechers, who also hosted the Houston Marathon that I ran probably about a month ago. So, overall, I gave it a 4 out of 5 for a phenomenal experience, and I'll get into it here a little bit as we talk through some of the different components. The first one was the expo that I went to on Saturday. Flew in late Friday night, got up early, went down to the marathon trials, happened to see some fantastic runners out there performing, giving it their all for the country, and got right on the finish line. Got some great happy snaps on um, Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. But anyway, got into the expo. The expo was well run. Went in, picked up my shirt. Lady gave me an extra shirt for being so handsome. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe I'll give it away, auction it off. Anyway, from there, we started walking around, picked up a lot of free stuff as usual. You had the Clif Bars there, you had the green bean snacks, you had the some gelato ice cream stuff they were giving away, a bunch of other things. You know, your typical race stuff, except it wasn't that packed that Saturday because most people had already gone to the expo, so it worked out great for me. And then before the women finished running, Dean Kernantz was over there by the side getting ready to take the stage, and I happened to get over there and talk to him a little bit. Um, Told him I'm a new ultra runner from last year, and I fell in love with the community and everything like that, and asked him what he was doing next, and he said he's running across Haiti, and I said that sounds great. Have fun. So for the expo, I gave it a 5 out of 5. I was in and I was out. I was quick. Talk about the shirt a little bit during the swag. But overall, 5 out of 5. For the race organization, I gave it a 4 out of 5. The expo is set up very well. The busing the next morning, they bus from 3 different locations. I picked it up at Santa Monica Pier very early at 5. Race started at 7:30. So for the organization piece, they had it covered. There was buses leaving every couple of minutes. But I did sit around Dodger Stadium a long time. But the good thing is Dodger Stadium was open, so I could wander around Dodger Stadium. But I was in a tank top, so I was cold, so I went and bundled up somewhere. Um, the only other thing there that I had about the organization was there's no PA system inside Dodger Stadium, so when they started herding up all the cats, this cat was kind of zoned out and just started following the crowds. Um, so a PA system to let people know when to get out of the stadium might have helped a little bit. For the organization, for the race, for the water points, the toilets, everything like that. There was plenty of toilets. There was plenty of water points before the race, during the race, and after the race. And they handed out everything else you can imagine during the race, from free beer, not from sponsors, but just from some local hashers. It was pretty cool. To different community groups handing out oranges, apples, bananas, and candy. So overall, race organization, I give it 4 out of 5. Um, but it brings me to one of my lessons learned that I'll talk about a little bit. Course layout next. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Almost perfect. Um, Pretty much was perfect, except for I'm kind of picky. Um, a lot of the areas we ran through, weren't the best of the best for LA, but you see everything in LA, which I guess is good. Um, you run by, you start off at Dodger Stadium, and you go through Sunset Boulevard, you go through Santa Monica Boulevard, you go down to see Santa Monica Pier at the finish, you go through the Hollywood area, see all the stars on the side of the road, the Chinese Theater. Um, you run through West Hollywood, you run through Beverly Hills, which I was kind of surprised. The crowd was not in Beverly Hills. I guess all the rich people were sleeping in, a little tired, hoity-toity. Anyway, so I gave it a 4 out of 5. I will say for the layout, or excuse me, 4.5 out of 5. I will say though for the layout, um, there are some hills in there, and they're kind of sneaky, and the temperature was up, so a little combination of that, me pushing the pace a little bit, led to a empty gas tank at the end, which I could have enjoyed a lot easier if I controlled my pace. Lesson learned. and the finish was pretty much downhill. It was fabulous, but I was hurting. So, next category, swag, 3.5 out of 5, because they gave us a Skechers shirt, again, with the two seams in the back. And you know that you can't wear a backpack or any type of water carrying device or anything on the back with those two seams for ultra runners, because after about 20 some odd miles, that just starts to rub in your back and create friction, and you don't need that. So the t-shirt, I'll probably just wear it for 5Ks. Not that great. And plus, there's another press on logo, just kind of like the Houston Marathon was. But this thing right here, holy moly. This might weigh, I think someone posted a picture on Instagram weighing 9 ounces. I don't know if you know what 9 ounces feels like, but it feels like I could throw this at the wall and stick in the wall. Great metal. You can see right here. Boom, front side. Boom, back side pier. So for that reason alone, I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Overall experience, again, 4 out of 5. Fabulous run, course layout, great support, great facilities. They take care of you at the finish line. Plenty of photos. I was looking through some of my 30-odd photos that were taken by the different photographers out there. I just wish they didn't cost $80 to download all my images. Bonus section, lessons learned. Number 1, hydrate better. Don't be like this guy. Also, use more sunblock, especially if you're wearing a tank top or something like that and the weather's going to be hot and humid. Got into the high 70s, low 80s for the run, 13.1 miles, phenomenal pace. Last 13.1 miles, let's just say I did a lot of walking and drinking. So it brings me my second lesson learned, set a better pace off in the beginning. You can do it through your watch. You can do it through a pace counter. I usually try and listen to my heart, make sure I don't push myself too much. But by the time I was past that stage, I was already dehydrated from lack of water, and the sun had already torched me enough. I stopped sweating, so it was time to hydrate and slow it down. Number 3, lesson learned, stay warm before the race. I was freezing for the hour and a half sitting inside Dodger Stadium, so whatever you bring to donate to clothing wise or blanket wise or trash bag wise, just stay warm. Number 4, enjoy the sights while you're out there. I know a lot of people get focused on the run or they get focused on the pain. The pain will go away. I feel great right now. And I did spend a lot of time walking, looking at the sights and enjoying everything. Finally, save some energy for the pier and the finish line. Great festivity. And that concludes our race overview for the Los Angeles Marathon. This week I'll be running 2 races. I have the Run for Ray on Saturday in Wilmington, North Carolina, where I'll be running 18 miles on a trail for a great cause for cancer. And then on Sunday, also in Wilmington, North Carolina, I'll be running the 13.1, which is run by 13.1 Events. So we'll give you some updates after that. Until then, thumbs up.